Alright, we have arrived at Roaring Hills. So this trip it's going to be Colby. Colby, what's up, buddy?
Only men go this time.
I know, right?
Boys stay at home. How tall is this thing supposed to be?
So it's about 90 degrees off your elbow. So it's 30, 33 or 34. It's supposed to get down to 26. Wind's blowing a little bit. So Roaring Plains. Use existing fire rings. I doubt we make a fire, but you never know. So we're going to be off-roading a little bit. So we're here. And if I am correct, we were coming down through here. We were off-roading. Coming down this way. Coming down around. Oops, around. And then we're coming up. Backtracking this way. And then back up through. And then back to the site. So it should be something along the lines of 12.5 miles. So standard West Virginia. Ay. So don't feed the bears. Everything else looks pretty straightforward for West Virginia. So I believe that we are south of Dolly Sides. So I'm sure it's an extension off of Dolly Sides. On the Monongahela National Forest. So we're only hiking, it's, Colby, what time is it? 11:30, so it's 11:30. So I think we're only hiking in like half a mile to a mile or something like that, right before we cross the stream or whatever the water source is, and we're gonna look for a place to set up.
Status. We can go in. That's how we're feeling, I guess, you know?
I suppose so. It looks like we're going down that way. There's that. I think the trailhead is right up here. Right up by that pretty stop sign. So we're using the Sony FDR-X 3000 on this trip for video. Should be lots of fun. Alright, so... What's that?
Just making sure that
Oh.
that one dead battery.
So this looks like our trail, marked with blue blazes, or blue markers. So we both hear what sounds like a lot of running water, which leads me to believe that it is a major crossing for a creek. I wonder if that's the same river that's up on Dolly Side. I think it's Red Creek or something like that. And if so, that could be a major crossing tomorrow. That means we're definitely getting wet. It sounds like it's running fast, so if it's going too fast, we might be coming out of here and going someplace else. So we've made it down to fast-moving water. It doesn't.
Oh no, you think we know it?
It doesn't look that deep. But you can never tell, especially since it's dark out. So we're going to take a peek at it and see if we can cross it tonight. If not, we'll set up camp right around here or something like that and we'll call it a day. So I just went across. I got a little teeny tiny bit of water in my boot. That's it. It's right up at the very top of my ankle. So my feet are going to stay dry. I'm tickled about that. So Colby's making his way across right now. This is the spot where I got a little wet. You can make it, I did. I stuck my foot, I went toe first, so my boot was in the air. Touch the rocks with your stick. Notice how deep it goes. Right, find that rock. It's a little bit further up.
You don't?
No. You can do it. If I did it, your long ass should be able to do it. It's as deep as your stick. Put your stick up against your boot.
Can you go there? Can you go there?
I think I've stuck my foot there.
There?
I think there.
There?
I think so. How deep is it? Wherever it was, my boot was able to stand like this. Well, jump it! It's 9 o'clock in the morning. So we literally bushwhacked up the side of this mountain to get to this trail right here. And it's pretty. It's really pretty. So I venture to say that I probably got down to probably 20 degrees last night. It was pretty cold. I had God love Dutch for coming up with the stuff that he comes up with. So I had the sock on my hammock last night. Did it help? I absolutely believe it did. I think it was well worth it.
Warmer than it was.
Oh, it's a lot warmer now. Yeah, at 7 o'clock it was still freezing. Not the best hang that I've ever had last night. I mean, I literally threw this thing up at a quarter to 3. Chloe, how'd you sleep?
Pretty good, actually. Not too bad. Been worse. Pitching over a bunch of rocks.
Yeah. And we're on the move. So, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. So it should be a pretty day. I've taken off my jacket. I just have my hoodie on it. My honey bunch has got me. So Parker, if you were with us, this would have been your first camp in your new hammock. So I think if all goes well, I think on the next outing that we go as a group, I think Parker's going to be with us. So that's going to be pretty exciting. That'll be his first time out. I don't get to be in his hammock. And he'll be famous on YouTube. So there's one big shout out for you, Parker. So we're zooming along on this trail that has a little bit of snow left on it in good old West Virginia. So somebody commented on my Cranberry Wilderness video, gave us the name of this, I guess, plant, vine, and I don't remember the name of it, but really appreciative. It's always nice to know what you're looking at. But the view is absolutely amazing. Looks like a bottle right there.
A what?
A bottle. You see it? So our second water crossing. Watch Colby navigate this. Be careful. Hey. Safely negotiated. A little bit of snow. Well, we're moving along. We're at the South Prong Trail, and this is this should be the road. If we were to follow this road all the way back, it should take us to the car, to that gate. And we're crossing right there. And I think at some point we're breaking off of this trail. I'll have to check the map real fast, but I think we're breaking off of this trail at some point and then headed in another direction. What do you think so far?
Good. Take off that fucking wool sweater.
Yeah, it's getting warm.
It is.
You just gotta love these uphill rock climbs. At least it's not long like it was at Black Forest. A lot more up. So we're moving along. We come up to this, I guess, a little bit of a meadow here, I suppose. So we made the same mistake that the people that trekked this out and put waypoints down. We made the same mistake. We stayed on the trail. There's what looks like more like a critter path. If you make that right turn and follow that path. It'll also take you to a water source, and then there's a campsite about 10 minutes in. And I think we're on trail. I mean, we're definitely on a path, but I think we're following the same route. This may very well be the first time that we've been on a trail that we don't run into anybody. I think the only other time that we've never seen anybody was when Chris and I did Cranberry Wilderness. I don't think we ever saw anybody. So it's April, and there's just absolutely a ton of water all over this mountain. So we've recently had a lot of water, a lot of rainwater in the last week or so. Come on, Colby, show me some skills.
Did you get that on camera?
Yeah.
Like a stunt man?
Oh yeah, stunt man.
Every day. Wilderness?
Living the dream, baby. So as we've been walking the trail, there's been some grouse that we've kicked up. It's always nice. Oh look, this is somebody's tree stand right here. See the tree stand?
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Well, it's perfect for hunting. So we just came up mountainside. Looks like we're at the top. A little bit of snow. I wonder when this is.
What's that?
I wonder when the snow's from. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty, right?
Accomplishment. He started down at the bottom of this mountain.
nice.
This.
This is why you hike.
This is
Right here. This is why you do it. So we're a little bit further down from the last vista. This is pretty. This is well worth it right here. So other people must think so too. So they've put some rocks up for a little sitting area. And it looks like we're going that way. So Parker, if you were here, this is the view that you'd be looking at right now. You're on top of the world, buddy. Alright, so we've come off that, looks like a four-wheeler trail. Right up here, we're on the pipeline trail, so when you get to the pipeline, we're reading the path that the other group took. And they said they came down here 0.33 miles. So we'll go down that way a little bit further. There should be a small, obvious road that this thing intersects, and we're going to hop on that, and we'll go from there. But nice looking, nice. Right up there, there's a nice little spot right by Colby. There's a hole that's probably half a foot deep, so he'll be able to get a bag of water real fast. And then I believe we're right up there. I see a cairn. I think that's where we're headed. So I absolutely can't believe this. There are 3 people coming down the trail. There's Colby getting the water, and way off in the distance, there's 3 hikers. I'm flabbergasted. But it's exciting though, because that means this is a really, really cool trail, and only the coolest of the coolest hop on it. So we just filled up with water. There is a ton of fresh water coming off the mountain. We chose to fill up at an area back there. I think the water was a little bit more fresh, although that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good indeed. And now, what I believe we're doing is coming down the side of this mountain. So we're coming off this ridge, and I think ultimately we're going to wind up on that ridge over there. I think that's what the ultimate goal here is. So I can't thank Crystal enough for making sure that I have my Arizona teas. That is such a, it's just a wonderful treat. To swap it off for water, get a little caffeine, and a little taste. And it looks like we're literally going down that. What we're going for. Oh, here's all the waterfalls. sadly, I don't think we're that far from the pipeline trail still. So we came in, gung-ho, all excited, and we probably walked, I'm gonna guess, 700-800,000 feet elevation down, and we needed to take a right turn much sooner than later as you're coming in off that pipeline. So later leads you to believe, because it looks like a great fire trail or an old railroad path, it leads you to believe that that's the way to go. So that's the way we went, and we were always like 1,000, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600 feet away from the markers that, or the waypoints that the group that we're following laid. So we had to backtrack all the way up the mountain, cut back over. Now we're on top of the ridge, and we're absolutely back on track again. The problem is we also blew probably close to 2.5, almost 3 hours of our time. So when the Mid-Atlantic hiking site said that you definitely need GPS, you definitely need to know how to read a map, and you definitely need to know how to use a compass. I agree 1,000%. So we're headed along. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So here we are. So as my lovely wife would say, we're billy goating. And we've been doing so for the last half hour. But I gotta tell you, it's worth it when you see these amazing views. So this isn't so bad at the moment. I think what made it worse was we're really getting on the side of on the ridge. It made it interesting. This is definitely this is a beautiful hike. There's no question about that. What do you think?
We did. I don't know. What should I think?
I don't know.
Fucking exhausted.
So now we're rolling over a bunch of rocks. I bet this is Rattlesnake Haven. And it's warm. Oh, it's a snake. This is exactly where I come and lay. And then back into the brush. What a view. What an absolute view. Parker, you could be seeing this right here. It's pretty.
This is one of the better sights we've seen.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of views. Alright, so it's a little after 7. I'm pretty beat. Colby's beat. All we're doing is looking for water. And all we've been doing is climbing rocks. It's almost like there's no end in sight. I really appreciate everybody that's laid a caring through here. I appreciate it, and I've returned the favor. We're so close to the road. So I'm thinking that the closer we get to that road, the better the chance of water being around there. I only have, I think, 2 quarts left. Oh, we'll see. Hopefully we get there soon. So here we are, it's another beautiful morning. It's 9 o'clock. So I was looking at the GPS unit last night for a little bit, and we did 10 point, I think it was 10.2 miles. I'll have to go back and actually look at the program and see what our elevation drops and gains were, because I think it was pretty horrendous. Nice little campsite. No water source up here. We're on top of the world, literally. The group that we saw earlier, they probably, I'm guessing, set up camp probably 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles behind us. I tell you, Dutch's hammock sock, absolutely a winner. Absolutely a winner. I didn't, like I thought it would do. I thought it would hold some warmth, but I was really toasty last night. I had a great hang last night. I was really toasty with that. And then Colby's down here. See if we can catch him snoring. That's some storm. Alright, we're back on the move. This is definitely the trail just past Two Cairns. It's 10:30. And I think we have bushwhacking to do again today. I don't know how many. 5, 6? I don't know. It's always 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure this is us.
Let's go way over to the left. To the left or right?
I'm thinking this way. So I would definitely say that we're in a bog area. So it's been a lot of this for the last 15 or 20 minutes. That looked like a railroad tie.
Where?
Back there. So this is very surprising for West Virginia. This is a nice road. This is luxury hiking right here. Yeah, I saw it. So I believe we're about 2 miles from the car. That's my guess. And we need to get water. And I can hear water all over on my left, but I can't see it. All right, we're coming off the road. And Boar's Nest Trail, that's what we want. 2.7 miles to the car. So Colby went down a little further. We still hear water. So hopefully he's working on filling up right now. So if we stay at this height, we're at 4,100 feet. I don't know that there's a lot of climb left. Because I think we started right around 4,000 feet. So I'm kind of excited about that. Valley Sodge water right here. This is what we call the filter killer. So we filled up with water and we're trekking along again. Water's definitely Valley Sodge water. My water bottle's a little brown. It's nice. So I think we're, my guess would be right around 2 miles away from the car. Colby's back there. I don't know how far back he is. I can't hear him anymore. It sounded like his shoulders were hurting him. So this trail, well marked, well laid out. Much better than what we were on for the majority of yesterday and what we did earlier this morning. I think that TP trail was, I think it was a cruder path, which is my opinion. What a sight. So we've been coming down the mountain for the last probably 20 minutes or so. We have dropped 800 feet in that 20 minutes, and it looks like we're still going to drop. Looks like we're going to drop quite a bit. So there must be a little bit of a climb back to the car. I think the downhill is harder than the uphill. I think it's much harder on the knees. It's been rocky, muddy, swampy even. Some of the spots where the water is washed out the dirt from the erosion, it's got a 3-foot drop. But we're almost done. And this has been a very fun hike. So we're coming down the trail, and we've been hearing it, and now is the first time I can actually get a good view of it. Nice looking creek. We're almost done. So we need to go that way a little bit further, and our hike is over. Yeah, right there.
Why do you always put the fucking camera?
I didn't get wet. You can do this. I stepped down. I stepped down on that rock right there. No, in front of you. Yep. And then a big step to that rock in front of you. Success, buddy. Nice job. And this is the conclusion of the Roaring Plains. And we did a 12 and a half, maybe 13-ish miles, something like that.